All right, both players are ready. Here we go for the last round of Losers Round 4. The winner of this will be playing Sayonara in the next round of Losers. And here we go. Alright,
Okay.
JThePilot starting off with a clean little TKI there.
elsomoose with the good old 6-3.
So hopefully, Jay getting the T-spins in.
I do actually see like a lot of 6-3s going in with TC just because just probably get zoned as fast as possible because isn't
JThePilot was looking to go for the DT there on the side of the board, but opts not to take the T-spin triple. Instead, just opting to.
Oh no!
No!
Gets clipped by the eyepiece. Jay
Another people getting caught by the eyepiece once again.
Whoa,
really unfortunate. But JThePilot will take the first point because of that.
Well, looks like the eye is public enemy number 1 today.
It definitely seems so. It may be helpful, but catch you at the wrong point, and it'll sting you.
It really hurts.
Yeah, that's definitely the worst way to go out as well.
Also, already has a point. Has a point to his team. Fairly taken from him fairly early, but anyway. Also with the max zone, probably gonna find something relatively strong with an 18 line. And that's actually. Oh wait.
Are they able to get the 20? There it is.
Gets the 20.
56 attack. Although JThePilot has a little bit of cleaning up to focus on here.
Zone's almost gone with that. With that max. Might have been able to find like a very funky T-spin setup, but that garbage is still off the charts. Might be able to downstack just a little bit. Does get quarter zone. Jay needs to start downstacking yesterday. Yeah,
they really need to start going quickly. They need that eyepiece ready. It's not ready though, and they're out of there. elsomoose on the boards, taking their first win of the match.
Quickly reclaims that last point.
Yeah, that ulti was very nice from elsomoose there, and pretty much won them the game too.
PCO from Jay.
Oh, almost getting caught out again at the top there, but this time they're still managing to survive it.
Also, just downstacking from all that. Jay does have a bit of downsecking to do. Does find a double Tetris, so back on the board.
Yeah, very clean garbage roll there for JThePilot.
Both players now have max zone. Jay opts to pop it, and we'll just see.
elsomoose holding off for now, but finding the opportunity to take it with 2 Tetrises. Building up very high to try and find an extra T-spin there. Doesn't look like the eyepiece is going to be coming around anytime soon.
Again, public enemy number 1.
They're never there when you want it.
Yep.
Even with 54 attack from Jay, still a fair bit of garbage left over from elsomoose's attack.
Okay. Slight misdrops from Elsa's side, although that looks very fixable. Jay, in the meanwhile, just downstacking. Slight bit of pressure being applied to Elso. 3/4 zone being popped. Okay.
They're trying to make as much use of it much use of that 3/4 zone as they can. JThePilot now coming out with a 3/4 zone as well. They've got a lot of garbage to chew through, so they got to be getting through those lines quickly.
Luckily for Jay, that board state is looking fairly clean, all things considered.
Yeah, very clean, and manages to counter all the garbage as well. Both players fairly equal, although elsomoose does have a little bit of messy garbage, but there is a nice little well at the bottom there. Oh, just getting clipped by the Z piece, yeah. Ending the zone early. but it doesn't seem to have set them back too much. Although we are now into phase 3.
Okay.
JThePilot does have max zone, although they've got a very cheesy board to work through.
Well, that's what you just expect from phase 3, but
yeah.
Also,
taking a bit more garbage in.
Doesn't really have like a lot of cheese on their end, but that's just doesn't really have any garbage lines there. Okay, also starting to downstack Pronto.
Yeah, a zone from Elsa does also give Jay a little bit of time to try and downstack, although they're going to be wanting to find some send real quick. That's a lot of garbage to work through, but they do have a full zone, so let's see what they're able to make of it. Only able to take a small chunk out. There's a few lines left, but doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Not
elsomoose
quite, no.
taking the second point there. I mean, both players they do seem to be fairly evenly matched, actually.
Okay, Jay going in for the PCO, also with the 6-3, although a misdrop on the PCO is going to put... Actually, no garbage lines have been sent as soon as I say that, just a little bit, but...
Yeah.
Here we go. Also find the single into the Tetris. And Jay's board is...
Jay's struggling a little bit, but they're still doing pretty well for themselves. Also got their max zone charge now as well, and opting to pop it with a T-spin and a Tetris there. elsomoose now opting to pop theirs, couple Tetrises and a T-spin.
Ooh, look to be a fairly... Ooh, 19 lines coming in from Jay?
52 attack is a very big zone. It's very good from Jay. Let's see what Elso sends just on the back of their zone now. 50 attack from them.
Probably hoped to go for the T-spin at the very top there.
Yeah, but it
wasn't able to get a second T.
Yeah, the T just wasn't ready there. Still a very good zone.
Yes, absolutely.
Although it does look like Jay has a little bit of an advantage here.
Also pops quarter zone. Gets only 7 lines out of that.
Yeah, gets a nice bit of attack, but ooh, putting on the pressure on Jay as well, forcing Jay to zone.
Yeah, and unfortunately, with all that zone built up, he just has to say goodbye to it because of the lack of space.
Yeah. Oh, and a quick attack from elsomoose catches Jay off guard and takes the next point.
Honestly, I blinked and I missed that.
Yeah, Jay did have a small quarter zone they could have used, but I think they got caught a little bit off guard from just a quick attack that elsomoose sent. Sometimes that does happen. You'll be building quickly and then someone sends something, you're not ready for it, and bam. Alright, we got max zone for both players. elsomoose opting to pop theirs first, with Jay falling not very shortly behind.
Both zones currently looking to be of very similar strengths.
Maybe elsomoose looking for a 20, but not quite. 19 line for 44 attacks. Ooh, but 52 is big from Jay, but pretty much a perfect counter almost.
Yeah. Also trying to decide which. Ooh.
JThePilot definitely has a much cleaner board to work with.
Yeah.
elsomoose is going to want to try and downstack this very quick.
He's going to try and make as best of use of the zone that he possibly can. Gets a 7 attack out of that, and 5 lands cleared, although needs to start downstacking now to get back into the game. Fortunately for him,
It's a nice downstack though.
Yeah, he's able to do that quite nicely, and he's back in the game.
Yeah, very much so. elsomoose is looking for a T-spin double. They're able to set up another one pretty shortly after. JThePilot doesn't seem to have. They're quite helpful to the board, but they do have a lot of clean garbage to work through. They just need to get down to it, and both players pretty much popping zone at the same time. Although Jay just doesn't have as much space as they maybe want to, and misdrops the T coming out of it too. Ooh, Elso. Oh,
I just sent
Jay tops out there.
Yeah, just to the very top.
Yeah, elsomoose was looking for a 20 at the end there, but the 19 was more than enough. It's match point for elsomoose.
Okay, some more stars coming out.
It's a very clean well from elsomoose. JThePilot's ball's looking a little bit messier, but it's not too bad. It's definitely something they can work for, although they are going to want to try and work through that quite quickly. elsomoose definitely trying to keep up the pressure.
J pop zone. Meanwhile, Elso is okay, pop in zone now.
Also popping zone too. JThePilot getting a nice little attack out there. Looking for a 20, not quite able to get it. Just the wrong order of pieces, but still sends a nice 49 lines.
Nice.
elsomoose sending 48 back. Sends quite a lot to Jay, but Jay's able to work for it like nothing.
Quite an effective down stack.
Ooh, elsomoose is in a little bit of a tougher spot here. Like quite some cheesy garbage to work through, and that misshop on the L doesn't help. Although Jay has given them a bit of an opening to try and work through it. Very close there on the O piece. Almost caught them, but they're still in it. And they're setting off a half zone. Although Jay has a very lovely board and in a great opportunity to use their full zone. Getting a T-spin double and getting one immediately in zone.
Unfortunate misdrop there, but we'll see how effectively he can manage that.
The zone does give elsomoose a nice opportunity to downstack. Although 47 lines, that's a lot to work through.
And that's not a lot of space to work with for this zone.
No. And kind of blocking off there well further, and they get caught by the J. But they are able to work through it though. Jay a little bit in a little bit tough, a little bit of garbage. But they should be able to work for it quite nicely. In fact, elsomoose pretty much taking the same amount of garbage back too. Pretty equal, though I would say elsomoose maybe has more to work with. Jay not too much space left to work with here actually. They're gonna want to clean up their board very soon. Maybe trying to get into full zone, but
yeah,
should have used the 3/4 that they had.
I'm not even sure if that would have helped too much honestly. Just
yeah, but would have kept them in a little bit longer.
Yeah,
although
I guess
elsomoose
so.
did have a max zone ready to go.
Yeah, and with that,
we've been booted from the game.
Yeah.
But GG's, both players.